The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on third down, but now on fourth, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
The play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Owen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Back to throw, it's Tollefson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
To the air, it's Lawrence. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. This time it's complete. Pulled down for the tackle.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, USC.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Throwing right. It's caught. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
To the air on 1st down. He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. option. The pitch. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Great job by the back on the option. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Balls and fires complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kick is in the air.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big... turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Offense rolls back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying play action. Under fire. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. Coming off the field, that's a big win for this defense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to it. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
27 jump. Phase 27 jump.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, and getting the 1st down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Lets it fly. Makes a grab down the middle. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
USC 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Trojans send out the punt unit.
Number 44 in punt formation to kick it away.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Tollefson. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
22 water.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Complete to the right. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 45. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. A little release to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some...
Breaks into the open. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Rolls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
Nice job by the defense, man. Understanding the situation, you could tell they were not giving up a touchdown. Like, they were playing a little bit deeper in the end zone, and the QB takes off. Nice job corralling the football. I'll tell you what, brings up an interesting decision now after that positive gain to see if they want to go for it on 4th and goal.
Back to pass, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Offense rolls back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now the toss. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Second down.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on third.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
They'll run the counter. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Finds his man. It's Owen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done. I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be